Hi everyone, today I'm going to be creating a couple of backgrounds like these. They can be used for tags or ATCs. You can trim them down or cut the corners or just add them to your journal, your mixed media journal. I use the cards from the Dollar Tree. They come in all different sizes and they're inexpensive and perfect for this use. They're a bit flimsy, but they work just fine. I already applied white gesso. You can use acrylic paint, that's fine. I did use a sponge to tap it on so it gives us more of a texture. I'm going to start with a darker background. I always use my brayer to apply the paint, but you can use a brush or tap it on. I will start with a dark color. This paint, I'm sure you guys have seen it, is from the dollar store. It's actually not bad. It works fine for these types of projects. So it's only gonna come out. What I do is I just go back and forth, not necessarily cover the whole card. See, here's already texture showing. And you should always let them dry in between paint. By the way, I'm Simone. I mainly make, this is gonna be my lighter one, so I'm gonna start off with this crazy Diva Pink. I mainly do shorts, but I want to get into creating videos because I want to share my passion for, there's going to be some blue in, but that's fine. Just turns purple, exactly. For art. And I'd be showing mainly, I love creating backgrounds. I'm going to go with a lighter blue. Anything mixed media, backgrounds, tags. I love creating tags. Once again, I'm just gonna spread the paint a little bit here and there. Now we get some pink in it. And now I'm gonna go over it with this metallic blue. I'm not gonna go onto that side. Come on. I love to doodle, create, use whimsicals. This doesn't show that well, but that's fine. I'm gonna add some of this darker blue. As I said, anything mixed media. Oh, this came out right away. That's a lot. Yep. Now, the paints that I'm using are inexpensive paints. I don't really use very expensive paints. They're either folks art, which I love because it ends up looking like chalk paint. They're thick, but they dry really fast, or I use the apple barrel. So now I'm gonna add a little bit more of the lighter blue, aqua, and that's enough. Add a little bit more blue. As I said, you should wait in between layers. So I'm gonna move on to the pink. I'm gonna add some yellow to this. Whoops. This came right out. So you just wanna cover some parts, go in different directions. It looks like a hot mess at the beginning, and yes, there is a process to it, like with everything else. But at the end, once I add the stencils, they'll look really nice. This is something I bought. It's chalk paint from the Dollar Tree. It's not bad, but I wouldn't recommend it. I don't even know if they still sell these for like bigger projects. For the small ones, yeah, but not for big ones because you have to do a lot of layers. Since this is not a very bright color, You can also add texture by using these. I got these from Hobby Lobby years ago, or anything you have laying around. And yes, it's going to remove some of the paint, but that's the purpose of it. So I'm going to add some more hot pink. Just a little here and there. And then some yellow, and I'm done with this one. I'm going to use this one. It's a bit more bright. This is Amsterdam paint. So just a little. That should be enough, I think. Or maybe not. I actually like the other yellow better. Now that's too much. Yeah. I'm gonna have to add some pink. I don't like the way this looks. So I'm done with this one. Yeah, I don't like what he did to it, but that's okay. It's still gonna be pretty. Let me finish this one. Probably just one more layer and that's it. It's still not completely dry, but that's all right. I will be using... I want to use a dark color to go on top of here. I'm going to try this silver again. And at the end I'm going to add a little bit of black. Maybe if I add more. There we go. That's fine. Now I'm going to add a little bit of black, not much. Just like around, like that. And I want to show you guys this texture because it is just, the different textures is just beautiful. I mean, it's still wet, so that's why it's shiny, but I love texture. Alright, so what I do with this, I didn't use much, but I normally just move around whatever paint I have left. And then I can use it. This is deli paper. Use it for a background. I may add some black here because I like the way this looks. Alright. So now we're gonna move on to adding the stencil. This is the stencil I will be using. I'm just going to take some of this antique parchment and I'm going to tap it on with this sponge. Eventually I'm going to just smear it. I'm going to pretty much do the whole thing. But some areas won't have as much as the others. And what I'm going to do now, before the paint dries, I'm going to remove it. I'm not really removing the paint, I'm just pushing it on the side of the stencil, like making kind of like a border. And then I'm going to be adding another one. I know some of it went underneath. Yeah, I added too much paint. That's okay. And I'm going to be adding some of this. I can't even read it, it's so damaged. But that's one of my favorite colors. I don't know, it kind of gets that vintage look also. Yeah, I most definitely used too much of that antique. bit more, and then I'm done with this one. So here's the first one. And once again, it's all the different textures. And now I'm gonna do the more brighter one, which I'm gonna use this one. It's one of my favorite stencils. I'm gonna use black acrylic paint. Try not to use that much this time. Put some on here. I don't think this is straight though. I don't want the really large one on there completely. Start tapping. And now I'm going to smear it around. I'm going to do the same thing. I'm going to move the black around to the edges. Get the smaller ones. It just gives it extra texture. I don't know if I already said that or not. Now this is already drying really fast, but I can still remove some. I think I'm actually gonna add the, yeah, some of it went under it. And I use the antique. Now where's my sponge? But now I'm gonna tap it since the black paint isn't completely dry yet. You remove just a little of that. So here we go. It's better to use a wet sponge for this. And voila. Now next time I'm gonna show what kind of focal point I use for these types of card, but it's just, I love all the different textures in that. All the colors popping out. So let me know in a comment below which one you like. You can actually really see the metallic blue. I don't know if you guys can. What you think of these and which one you like. And as I said in my next video, I'm going to show how I use them with a focal point. Until next time, bye-bye.